back. I hope everything is working correctly. I have no idea. I never know for some reason. Like the settings change if I don't touch them at all. Somehow. But hello. I mean, it should be fine. It doesn't matter too much. Oh, hold up. I should check some very important settings first. Like wall bounces. Yeah, get rid of that. I think this is good. Wow, 5 pebbles in 1 minute. That's crazy pace. Audio is fine. Hello, welcome to the stream. the max. It's kind of weird to see that karma level. It's also really interesting that's the way it works. Because getting a scavenger with like brings you to level 6 karma, that's like very rare. Like level 5 karma is pretty rare. Level 6 must be that like 1% chance, you know. But it's guaranteed with the setting enabled. There. Now we're set up. Just kidding. I'm dead. Well, actually, I don't think I was dead, but yeah, not great. So I want to set up this thing with the scavengers. I need to hold. You can't switch your hands while you're holding a scavenger for some reason. And you also can't hold a spear and a scavenger at the same time. And so what you need to do is you pick up a rock, so that's in your throwing hand, and then pick up a scavenger. And now you can throw the rock and pick up new rocks as much as you want. And that's really useful for throw boosting. Some movement in areas is a lot better. Nice double jump there. Man, that's such a hard room to navigate. All the poles everywhere at the very beginning. It's like kind of hard to climb around while making good speed. And then if there's a red lizard there, it's very hard to get past the lizard. Because they'll spit at you and slow you down a lot. What an exciting character. I think actually part of the problem with the audio that I've been having might be related to my headphones. I think they might be breaking. I mean, physically they are broken and like attached together with tape, but you know, they should still function fine. But maybe it's I think it might be getting a bit worse over time. Or I'm the problem. Oh, really? Lit off that. I don't like this situation. Yeah, who knows what's going on. New movement discovered. Just go up there. Wow, they were determined to follow me. This guy is always here now. What a pain. Oh shoot. Jump in the water to cool down for a bit. That's that weird like double jump. Well, it is a double jump already, but it's like a double jump. That happens sometimes. Messed up something there. Okay, not ideal this room, but we're moving. Dude, the rock isn't really useful yet. That's annoying. I can also actually throw it at stuff. I need to. Okay, that's I actually cannot react to that at all. I actually want to watch that back. See what even happened. It's such a short pipe. I want to like actually count the frames. 1, 2, 3, 6 frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 6 frames for a lizard to show up out of that pipe. How long is that? $200 milliseconds. So basically impossible to react to, or by the time you have reacted to it, the lizard is there. And it was a white lizard too, so it blends in with the color of the pipe, which is already white. I have seen that video. 5 pebbles, 1/5 of a second. Oops. I was a little bit late. I did not mean to fall. I just like dropped like a brick. And that red lizard's so annoying. The fact that there's now, with this route, you're pretty much consistently encountering a red lizard and a red spider on every run in garbage wastes. That's just something that you need to get used to avoiding. Well, you can't throw spears. So, I mean, that would take care of the spider very easily. Look how hard that jump is to make. Yeah, goodbye. Oh, scavenger's here. That's great news. Okay, well, I guess we're moving still. I feel like the leashes are like better at grabbing you now. I know that I'm like pretending some big update happened, but nothing's changed really. Hey dude. Oh, this feels different. This feels different. Maybe I just haven't played Artie in a while. I should play this campaign as Mo. And the scavengers are just friendly. That'd be a very different experience. The creatures could talk. I don't even know what that would mean. Dude, want some bash flies? Yes, I don't think the red lizards would care. Okay, I almost jumped too far. See, another lizard. Always do an extended slide into that pipe, or else you will die to a lizard showing up at the last second. I don't love when they follow you perfectly back and forth through the pipe. I really want to pick up a rock. No, not yet. That's for later. That's like later in Chimney when I need a rock. Oh. Yeah, just like fall. I think actually that might have been a fast fall. Somehow. I probably should have kept. Yeah, I should have kept holding them. So I need to do like the hand swapping thing again. Yay, chimney. Don't mind me. Goodness. Sure that you've got that guy covered, right? Oh, you have to cover the pipe? Just no. Just why, you know? It's so much harder to deal with anything when you're carrying scavenger body. Like I could have grabbed the blue lizard. I could have done anything else. It's just like nope. I was trying to just push everything out of the way, but it's really hard with the lizards. So he's perfectly covering the pipe. And just a bunch of other stuff. So yeah. Also, I really need to never drop the scavenger. that was a mistake. I need to set up the thing with the rock and then never mess with it at all until I get like to the end of chimney where I can just drop the scavenger anyway. That's my strategy. Wow. Okay, so that's perfect when the red is just down there if they grab a Scudcata. My gosh. Jump, dude. See, actually, this is nice to set up now because I'm not holding the scavenger in the correct way. But I'm gonna make it to a shelter soon, or a gate soon anyway, and I can just rearrange things there. So, actually, I might as well eat the scavenger. Grab the rock, grab the scavenger. Nope, not like that. It's good enough, good enough. I think there is another way to hold them that's like even better, but I don't know why they need to set it for Artificer where you always just hold them in the correct way. So you don't ever have to mess with the like weird physics. Because you're always gonna be carrying scavengers so much. It's like a hassle. With it, it's like kind of random. It'd be a nice quality of life change for casual players too, because like dealing with the creature bodies is a really annoying thing for Artificer. Most players talk about that. What was that vulture doing? They already got a scavenger. They could just leave. Oh, I like accidentally turned around in the pipe. I should not have done that. Oh, you suck. Nah, they just kind of, I don't know why I couldn't get past them. What I should have done is use the rock to slide underneath the lizard. I should really be doing that. Forget about using the rock for movement, except in certain areas. But I can, like, with it, if I have a rock, I can slide other creatures. At least in 2 spots in Chimney, or in Industrial, where it's really useful. I should definitely do that. Yeah, the danger, I should have also seen that there was a lizard in the room. Centipede. Maybe. Oh boy. This guy's gonna be impossible to get past. Well, we're basically dead, so. Wow. I feel like I'm a bit behind though. Do everything in just about the worst way possible. That was my strategy there. Oh, we're very behind. Yeah, like 20 seconds maybe? 15, yeah, like 20 seconds. Oh, there we go. That's good. I feel like it's different with Artificer. Like in other speedruns, it's reasonable to think that like if you lose some time early in the run, you can make it up later if you get lucky or if you play well, you know. With Artificer, it really feels like every second matters. Like if you lose 20 seconds in garbage waste, your run is just gonna be 20 seconds slower. You'll feel it later, you know. All because it's so short, you know. Oh, nice. I was like just out of range. Maybe I should do something else. Not okay. I mean, what I mean by that is maybe I should figure out a way to like take breaks. Instead of spending the entire 3 hours just doing attempts, I should like do like some amount of attempts and then take a break, do something else for a bit, and then go back to doing attempts. That'd probably be better for me. But like, what does there do? More rain roll? I don't know. I don't think I want to play Gourmand as a break. Play Rivet instead? Oh yeah, a fun character. That was bad. I shouldn't have done that extra jump. Now this part is really slow. Lucky that's uneven terrain. Lizards struggle to keep up. Anywhere else, I would be dead. I'll do a backflip. That was almost really... I feel like I'm playing really bad. I don't know. Like, for some reason, it feels like it's harder to control the scavenger body. But you eat that squid gator, that's like right in your face, lizard. Instead of me. Nope. Out of the, like, 10 creatures there... Whatever. Out of like 10 creatures there, I was the priority. Ramon would have died. Oh, well, GG. Oh no. We're fine. It baffles me how much our creatures are prioritizing me. Am I like crazy? I feel like I'm always the one that's targeted. I don't know, these like whenever I'm in a big group of creatures. I messed that up too early. Well, we just want to watch the cutscene again. Yeah, intro already sucks. They're very slow. Like intro Hunter is actually pretty good. They're pretty smooth with their movements. Although the train is more limited there, so they have to like slow down to be careful. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Honestly, I'm not feeling great. I don't know. Can I just fall all the way down here? I can. I should have been doing that the whole time. Nice, good kid. A spider. Hello. Welcome. I would not be surprised if that vulture accidentally got me without even trying. Oh my gosh. Move well. Challenge possible. How's the artificing? Just about as you expect it to go. There's gonna be scavengers here and I'm gonna die. No. I don't have a weapon. Did you pick up that spear? How do you do that? Pink lizard, they're gone. Of course I lost the rock that I had. Wrong hand. I didn't set it up. There better be more of you up here. No. I don't know. It's very repetitive. And for whatever reason, I'm not like playing as well as I think I should be. A lot of stupid deaths, a lot of situations that I maybe could have gone out of. Yeah. Like there, I just threw the scavenger body for no reason. Theme modded to look at. I don't think there's any interesting ones. Cat, I think I did. Although they've probably been updated. I think I want to keep playing them though, because they're like a very overpowered character. Unless you like purposely limit yourself. What? What does that sentence even mean? Was that Red Lizard trying to chase me, even though they already had Cicada? I do already have the world record. I don't need to do this. And yeah, I disagree with that idea. I don't even like getting world records wasn't necessarily the goal. Although it also was. I think I wanted to realize the potential of the speedrun categories and say like, hey, here's Gourmand, right? Gourmand is an interesting character. Maybe they're not the most fun to play, but they have some unique traits and their route is very unique too, you know? Starting in Shaded and going to Outer Expanse. Being able to craft things, you know? I wanted to see, okay, what can you do in a Gourmand speedrun? What kind of tech can you utilize? What kind of strategy should you use? Which path should you take through the world? And, you know, spending the time to optimize those things and answer those questions, that's how you end up with a world record. By, like, trying to figure out the new best ways to do everything, you know? You're just gonna stand right there. And for Gourmand, which is a character that's less popular to speedrun, the result of that is getting a world record. But for another character, you know, that might not happen. Bug. Excuse me. So for Downpour, Downpour was not too popular to speedrun. A lot of speedrunners either stopped playing completely, or they haven't played in a long time anyway, or they stuck with like the simpler characters, the survivor categories, hunter categories, whatever. And so I was like, hey, here's all these new characters and speedrun routes that haven't really been optimized as much. So I wanted to do that. I think that was the main motivation. And so what happens when you are the only person who's playing all these Downpour speedruns and you're actively looking for new routes and ways to improve? I guess the result is that you end up with a bunch of world records. If anyone were to show up and say, I really like the Rivet Story Descent run, I really want to get the record, and they focus on that for like a year, they would easily get the time past, or they would easily beat my own times. But there just hasn't really been too many people who've tried to do that. And it's hard to maintain motivation for that, definitely. What was that? Bat flies. What was that? What was that lizard? Another white lizard off to the side. For Artificer, I already have the world record, but I know that that world record has a lot of room for improvement. God, I can't move. And when you have a world record, your run is seen as like the example of what the best version of that run looks like. And I don't want to have something has a lot of like big mistakes and obvious improvements to it. But I remember Iced actually did a stream, right when I did a parry. Thank you. Iced, another Rain World speedrunner. He did a stream where he looked at my Artificer run and basically spent like 30 minutes or more pointing out every mistake that I made. It's like, oh yeah, I didn't actually really improve the movements that much. Like, it was kind of like I just did attempts until I got lucky and I didn't really actually practice moving well. So that's kind of what I'm focusing on trying to improve. Favorite game? Probably Rain World, yeah. For a long time, I would have said probably Terraria. But like, what do I say about games like Outer Wilds? Where would I put Outer Wilds on that list? Because by the way, I haven't actually played Outer Wilds. So, like, can you even include a game that you haven't played on your list of favorite games? But it's like really high up on the list. I feel like Outer Wilds, even though I didn't play it, still had a bigger impact on me than most other things in general. Most games or movies or whatever. Oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, got spared. Wow. This all sucks. I think the spider decided to take a break. Oh no, you're not interested? Can't make up his mind. And also, I'm not a fan of like favorites, because there's so many different like ways to like look at something. Yeah, whenever I'm looking at world record runs for reference, I try to notice mistakes. Like, I think some people, when they saw the previous Sphere Master world record, you're like, wow, this run is so much faster than every other run. It must be godlike. And it is. It is an incredible achievement, that run. But also, there's a ton of mistakes. There's so many mistakes in that run. And also missed opportunities because of the spear challenge. But, I saw that run, I was like, wow, there's 1,000 ways to improve this. And that's what I tried to do. And I didn't actually do that well, but, you know, it is what it is. Same with the Hunter run. The Hunter sword percent record actually has a lot of big issues. It's like incredibly clean in so many different ways. But there are some movement mistakes here and there. Okay, well, you're fast. Especially at the end around shoreline, he drops the jetfish. No. Yeah, I think he drops the jetfish at some point to be safe. And so a few rooms he swims through a little bit slower. And for subterranean, he also drops the jetfish a bit early. So you could have a bit more fast movement with the jetfish later in the... What was I saying? I have this problem where I just forget everything every once in a while. It's like me, for real, for real. Okay, I always hear people mention Subnautica alongside games like Outer Wild or Rain World, but I feel like Subnautica is like kind of dull. I don't know. Maybe because it's like a survival game attached to like all that other stuff that is interesting. And so when you see it on a surface level, it's like, oh, this is just like some generic survival game, but you're underwater, you know? And then you like keep exploring and it's like, oh wow, here's all this cool stuff, but I feel like, I don't know, I wasn't as interested in Subnautica. I also haven't played that game. So maybe like if I watched a different video of the game, I'd be more interested. But I think I did watch a very extensive video about the game. Yeah, I have. For that physics boost. Hunter Story is also such a rough category. It's actually very similar to Spearmaster, except the middle chunk of the run is like 10 times easier. That's like the only difference. Actually, it kind of is like Spearmaster, because for Spearmaster you go through the iterators and those parts are pretty easy. Although it's like very easy to lose a lot of time there too. I like how the spit always slows you down. It doesn't matter what direction it is or what exactly is happening. It will slow you down. But in the middle of the run, you have the mask, right? And the mask makes it so much easier to just like run past a bunch of lizards. But then at the end of the run, it's like such a pain with Hey guys. Oh, that's a time loss. Oh, yeah, that spear pin. The scavenger spear pinned my scavenger. Oh, how long are Spearmaster speedruns? I misread that the first time. It's like 50 minutes to an hour. Is that speedrun viable? How would it be useful? What would that do? That just like got removed my scavenger. But at the end of a Hunter speedrun, you have to run through Subterranean, and it is like the worst area in the game. It would be funny. Ah, that's a great reason. But like going through Subterranean is so rough. In the beginning, there's a ton of centipedes and scavengers and dropwigs and more centipedes, and then you keep going and there's like kelp and mirror spirits and cyan lizards and more dropwigs, and mirror spirits are like also a pain to deal with. And there's a red centipede later, and filtration system is also like kind of awful. Okay, observe the slug cat. Oh, thank you. What genre is Outer Wilds? It's a Metroidvania. That's such a weird name. It's like people already don't like Metroidvanias, or the genre, or like the name of the genre. It's the kind of game. Well, that's like a very broad look at it. It's the kind of game where it's like a Metroidvania where you have to like unlock abilities to progress further, but instead of unlocking abilities, you unlock knowledge. And the more that you learn about it, the more that you can progress. So it's actually, Rain World kind of fits in that category where you don't really get any upgrades. You just learn how to navigate the world better. And I guess you could say that about a lot of games, right? But I guess what a lot of games do is that they are linear, and you just, or it's like open world, but it tells you to take a specific path, and it's generally pretty balanced. But like like the difficulty starts out very manageable. So even if you don't know anything, it's still like you can still keep going, and then you learn, and the game teaches you stuff. With Rain World, it's like, good luck. And I guess Outskirts is kind of a tutorial area, but you know, it's significantly easier to navigate once you learn some of the very basics of like, to like avoid creatures, or maybe to like how to fight them easily with a rock and spear, or you know, and like knowing the layout of the map. Like, you are kind of like wandering around blindly at first, but now you're like, oh, I want to go to Pebbles by going through Industrial and Chimney, and so on and so on. You get lost. Well, the map is actually very easy to navigate. Actually, it's not at all. Outer Wilds is also, it's a space game. You have a solar system, and each of the planets has some interesting stuff on it. So navigation is actually really easy, because it's like, oh, I want to go to this planet. It's just floating out there. You can just go to that planet and like fly at any point. But knowing where to go and where the information is, that's like the interesting part. Because there might be some little like hidden piece of knowledge, like some weird corner of a planet, and you only know that that place exists because you read some other like bit of information on another planet. It's like, oh, I should go here and explore this area, and then you find this, and that teaches you this thing, and you go to this place. You know, it's that whole thing, and it's amazing. But you do need to like be prepared to like do everything yourself. Like, you're not going to have any like waypoints or like quests. You know, you have to like set your own goals and like paths and things that you want to do. Without any goals. Outer Wilds is also an amazing technical achievement. I feel like every game that I really like is like crazy in terms of the programming. Like Rain World, Outer Wilds, now it's Noida. Like, how do these games even exist? they baffle me. Like let's say for a game like Undertale is a very good game, but it is very badly made. The programming is not impressive at all. It's like kind of a mess. But the game exists, so like that's good. Like you don't need to like be good at programming to make a game, but you do have to limit like what genres you can do. Like if you want to make a visual novel, that's very easy to do with like no programming knowledge at all. And there's some like templates out there. Like some game engines are like designed for a single genre. So if you want to make that genre, just use that game engine, and you're like 80% of the way there. You need to make the content. But if you're like, I want to make a game where it's like an entire like simulated ecosystem with like physics and stuff, like yeah, good luck. Or I literally want to simulate space and all the physics accurately. Programming is interesting. I think it's worth learning programming, no matter what you do, at least to a basic level. Like at least learn like if statements, loop, arrays, and you can do a lot with that. Yeah, RPG Maker was the thing I was thinking about. But if you actually want to program like practical things, I mean, I can't give any advice because I'm already past. That's already past what I know. I'm actually working on a new game right now, and I've been learning a lot about procedural generation. Oh, thank you. I've got this really cool system where it's like you can create a map by like making a bunch of tiles. It's actually very similar to Noida, kind of inspired by Noida, let's say that. The map is made up of a bunch of tiles, and each tile is a different like biome. And I can just kind of arrange the tiles however I want, and then each tile just gets terrain added to it procedurally, you know. Maybe that's the wrong word for it. Random, like, I guess you just say random generation. Anyway. So I can make an overall map exactly the way that I want to. And then everything else just kind of looks random naturally. Goodbye. He went all the way off screen. That's fun. Okay, scavenger right here. Scavenger right here. Scavenger right here. I think the problem that I've had with learning programming completely on my own. It could be better, yeah. Do you end up in situations like that where you just get unlucky and just need to restart? I'd rather have a consistent strategy every time. My strategy for learning programming was like 90% messing around, and like a good way to do it is in the game engine that the engine that I was using, Game Maker. Just type in like random function names until one auto completes, and it's like, huh, what does this do? And you read the documentation, and it's like, oh, that's interesting. And you experiment to see how it works and see if you can use it for the thing that you're doing right now. Or what you do is you just try to make a game, and the moment you don't know how to do something, just like look up everything. Like make a bunch of searches and see like, how do I do this and this and that. And eventually you'll run into a problem where it's like, okay, I don't actually know how to continue. Maybe that's when you can start a new project and learn a bunch of new things, and eventually you can return to that old project and continue making it with your new knowledge. But I think the problem that I've had is I've learned how to make individual mechanics. Like I want to make a player character that can control and move around, or enemies that have their own behavior, or like collision, or any like individual gameplay feature I know how to make. The problem is making the game as a whole and connecting everything together. That's what I haven't actually learned how to do. And there's never a solution, right? It's never just like, oh, here's how you do it. It always depends on the game that you're making. And all the specific requirements that you want. Because I can find a tutorial. But it's like, oh, it doesn't do this one thing that I need to have in my game. And, you know, you can be like picky about it. Or if you're picky about it, then you won't find what you were looking for. Hey guys. Nice spear throw. Thank you. It's good, Kata. Oh, really? I just kind of hate that. Oh, yeah, wave function collapse. I sort of understand how that one works. But that's mostly like tile based, right? Like you make a bunch of tiles and you just like set the ways that these tiles can attach. Oh yeah, that bothers me. Maybe I'm a bit of a perfectionist, but I'm like, yeah, here's code that would work. But it's not a very elegant solution, is it? It's a bit hacked together. So I want to find like the correct way to do it, which of course there is no correct way to do it, and I end up like spending way too long on basic problems. The code that I wrote for this procedural generation in that game that I'm making, it's such a mess. It's like all over the place. There's like multiple layers of just like. I'll also probably rewrite the whole thing because it takes like a good like 10 seconds to load in just a very small map, and I want the map as a whole to be much larger than that test. Did I exit? Wait, hold up. I exited too early. Yeah, this is a nice song. There's basically a whole lot of loops over like every single tile of the map to like check for a bunch of different properties, like if each tile has adjacent tiles, like several times. They could probably all be like wrapped up in one single loop and be made much more efficient. But it's all, I kind of like added features just on top of each other, back to back to back, and now it's like a mess and I need to redo the whole thing, but it's that said it works. If I, oh actually, okay, here's, you know what, I'll present this problem, see if anyone has an idea for how to fix this. The problem is that I'm using Perlin noise for the random terrain. The problem is that doesn't guarantee that you can navigate the terrain. It looks nice, and I can change the settings so that it's very spacious, make a lot of open areas. So like, yeah, you have a very high chance of being able to make it through. But I want to have some areas that are like more confined, a lot more walls, you know. The problem is that how can I guarantee then that you can pass through the area, you know? I think it'd be nice if there was at least like a few guaranteed paths to navigate the terrain, even if there's like a lot of walls everywhere. And also, if I'm spawning in enemies randomly, how do I know like where the empty spaces are? I guess what I could do is just like check a bunch of random locations, check like the nearby tiles, maybe do like a flood fill to see if like, okay, there's like a lot of open space on this tile, so you can spawn in enemies here. And what I could do is set up tiles on the map such that there are empty spaces where it doesn't kind of generate terrain at all. But it kind of just looks bad, like it feels like there's just a huge like gap in the terrain. I guess you could call it a... Actually, yes, it is a roguelike by definition. So yeah, procedural gen... Although it's interesting, I want the map to be predefined so that you can learn patterns. It's kind of like Terraria, you know? Terraria or Noida, pick whichever one you want. But Terraria is like, it has patterns to it, you know? Like, the desert and the snow are on opposite sides of the map. The jungle and the dungeon are on opposite sides of the map. So like, once you can like learn those patterns and have a good idea of what the world is going to look like, but each individual like area is going to look different. That's what I'm going for. I'm basically thinking of like, what are ways that I can like carve paths out of the terrain that look natural? I guess I could just do that. Just like draw a bunch of paths randomly around that just kind of like carve out the terrain with like a smooth fall off so it doesn't look too harsh. I watched that video about barotrauma and how that procedural generation works, and it's basically, it uses those like randomly those the cells, carve a path through those, and then like the walls look somewhat natural. I mean, I don't know if it works well, but it definitely does work. Oh, the pop. I wouldn't recommend making a Metroidvania. It is very daunting. Roguelikes are a little bit of a cheat, where you can make not much content for a lot of playtime. Because it is complicated to make a system to procedurally generate levels, depending on the quality that you want. But also, what was I gonna say? That's a lot faster than creating an entire map by hand the entire way. Nice like tiny jump. I don't like them. That's fair. That's fair. No. Okay. Oh, it still worked. I messed up the order of operations, but it still got up there. Go down, dude. I'm so bad at slide pounces. Why do I suck at them all of a sudden? Okay, well, we're here. I have this problem with game development too, where I can't just make a simple game. Like the game that I'm working on now, I literally designed it to be as simple as possible so that I could actually finish it. And I'm here like messing around with procedural generation. But I actually do believe I can create at least a playable version. Because I got the procedural generation to work. So I just need to fix those problems that I mentioned. Oh. Hello. I also don't have a mask now. Like the sound effects because they were spinning. Very smart move by the lizard to place me inside a wall so I could not counter. Yeah, rocks are very inconsistent for parrying. What if I just played Noida then? I made the mistake of playing the game on stream because it means that I can't play it again until I stream the game again. Look, or Cogmind. I've actually played that game now. And it's maybe like the most stressful game that I've ever played. More than Rain World. Maybe that's actually Blunky. I played it for, Steam says like 6 hours, but it was actually like 4 hours of the game being paused. I will stream it. I will stream it. I think I want to like know how to like, I want to feel comfortable with the game first. Surprised I didn't get hit actually. Damn incredible aim. It gets more stressful later on. The funny thing is that I was actually in like no danger at all until one point where I basically just got overwhelmed by enemies. I actually only did one single run. It really did take that long. I didn't even make it that far. Noida is actually chill. Noida is a really chill game. If you get a long run going, and you can get some like really powerful wand, you can like really start stacking up like defensive like abilities. Like you can get your health really high. You can get a bunch of like immunities with perks. And eventually it's like, only like a handful of things can even kill you at all at that point in the game. Shoreline. This is the other place. Waterfront facility. Noida was pretty chill for me. I'm not like most Noida players because I had a ton of knowledge about the game before I even played it at all. Like I knew how to make very powerful wands. I knew the layout of the map. I mean, I haven't used the map a lot as reference. Yeah, I actually, that's a mechanic, right? Where the more enemies you kill, the more enemies show up, right? Like there's a some sort of like alert level, and the more you defeat enemies, the more it goes up, and the more often enemies will spawn in. That sounds like something very hard to manage. Because I feel like every time you encounter an enemy, the obvious solution is just to kill them. If you run away, you're going to take a lot of hits trying to escape, and it might chase you and block off the paths later. But if you don't, if you kill them, then you're probably going to run into more enemies later until it stacks up to be a much bigger problem than you can deal with. Is this regular shoreline? Back to back. Oh, actually I already had that correct. Yeah, there we go. I'm talking about Cogmine. Okay, so like, what does stealth even mean? So I got a few items that were like sensors, so you can detect when enemies are around before you even get to them, before you even see them. Oh, got the scavenger back. And you can, I understand that speed works too. That drop really messed me up. But like, okay, what do you do? How do you like get around enemies if you're like do you just like go for the exit immediately? I guess there are like items lying around, so you could just like scout out for like the big like stashes of items to get upgrades and just go to the next area. That's another thing that I didn't really know. I mean, this is obviously like a game knowledge thing, but like how long do you want to spend in each area? Because like for Noida, you can basically spend as much time as you want. Basically explore everything you can, get all the golds, all the wands, all the like potions and whatever. And once you've gotten as much as possible without dying, go to the next area and get a full heal and you're like set, right? But in some games, it's like, the more time you spend in an area, the more you're putting yourself at risk for not much benefit at all. Like, I was kind of worried, like, I might find the exit, and like, okay, I could just leave right now. I don't know, I'm just not paying attention. Like, I could just leave right now. But I haven't really found a good upgrade to my equipment, so like, do I want to like, make sure that I like find some new items first? I didn't mean to do that, but I messed up the timing anyway. Spider spiders are kind of bad at like adjusting their aim. Sometimes they'll just like keep shooting at the same spot repeatedly. I think of Rainward's combat. Kind of jank. I think combat is great for base Rainworld, you know. As like you're not actually very good at fighting. Oh, there you go. That's combat, dying instantly. But like, you're not really supposed to be good at combat. You're supposed to avoid creatures, and maybe if you're in a bad situation, you can like stab a lizard to like escape. Yeah, this is Artie's song. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Brain. What an interesting game this is. I think that I've kind of messed with my experience with the game by speedrunning it. It's hard to have a perspective about the game that isn't speedrunning, you know? Because the way that I've been playing Rainworld for the past year is almost exclusively restart the game, run to the end as fast as possible. So what is combat? Combat is the thing that you're trying to avoid because it takes time. And he would rather just run live anyway. You know? Like I get really weak jumps every once in a while. Like what was that? That barely did anything. But it's also, it's like kind of impossible to not play the game like it's a speedrun, you know? Like if I'm playing casually, then it's like, I'm kind of just wasting time, right? If I'm not doing something, I know that I could be moving forward, I know that I could be making progress, and I know exactly what I need to do to beat the game. So everything else is like, I'm just going out of my way to waste time, you know? Two. Three spiders. I messed up. You feel like you hate the game? Yeah, maybe. Imagine if I like speedrun like Celeste. Wouldn't that be nice? The game is literally designed for you to speedrun it. Oh, actually, another question about Cogmine. Should you run away from enemy encounters? If you're trying to play stealthy, you walk into a room, there's just an enemy there, and they notice you. Do you just run away? What if it's an enemy? If it's an enemy with like a similar level of speed to you, so they can actually like keep up with you a little bit, and maybe deal like a bunch of damage? Is that like you just like run circles around the whole map until you can like get past them to go back to where you were going? I'm like, really excited about the Watcher. Well, I'm actually also really worried about them. I've like, my feelings are complicated, but I'm excited that it's gonna be a bunch of new areas that I'm not gonna know how to navigate, and like pure just exploration. I haven't really had that with Rainbow in a long time. Well, I'm dead. Supposed to know that enemy was there in advance. Yes. My perspective of the game is very limited. But also there's like all those like neutral robots, right? There's all those guys that just kind of walk around and do whatever. They show up the same on the radar. I guess you would need to get like extra utility that like tells you exactly what the enemies are before you even encounter them at all. I guess I have expectations set a little bit better. That it's like it might just be like more Downpour, you know, like another character, more campaign. Like okay, that's fine. You can learn about it, huh? Already 9 soul speedrun? There was the 9 soul speedrun like a month ago. Actually, when did that game come out? People will do speedruns pretty quickly. For any game that gets released that is like somewhat popular, but sure those speedruns are interesting. Yeah, I actually forgot about that game. It is on the list. I'll get around to it in like a few months probably. But I actually kind of have a huge list at the moment. Because it's like Noida and oh shoot. Noida and maybe Cogmine somewhat soon. It depends on it when I feel ready for it. Oh, nice aim, dude. They literally hit the same spot like 4 times in a row. And there's also like a bunch of random games that I'll just like throw in sometimes. I guess my concern about Cogmind is that I don't know if I've streamed a game that was like completely unfamiliar to me. I mean, it's usually like I am at least familiar with the game, or I'm like already like very good at it. And it's like, okay, I can like feel comfortable playing this game and explain things about it. But it's like, not only is this a new game that I haven't played before, but it's also like an entirely new genre. Like I've played roguelikes, but not traditional roguelikes. Really wanted that popcorn? Maybe. I guess we've entered Chimney Canopy. There's no way I'm getting in there. Wow, he really covered all the options. Actually, he definitely did not, but that pipe was my only option at that moment. Maybe I will do another expedition, but I just won't play Gourmand. That sounds better. You know, the Watcher is an interesting name. That is a very interesting name. I guess Watcher as in like, if they have stealth mechanics. I mean we've all been focused on stealth mechanics, but that's like all the information we have. Let's assume that they have stealth mechanics. I guess that is like, you are the one observing, like you're not really involved in the action, you're just kind of watching it happen. But maybe there's like something else to that. Whoa. I forget the song is really loud. Oh, controversial. Bioengineering plays in industrial, like one room after you enter from outskirts, in that like upside down T-shaped room with the fruit on the right side. But it's pretty rare. I think it only plays if you enter from the top and you go to the, or like if you're going to the left and maybe under like other specific scenarios. Oh, that's gonna happen for Noida. The run I'm on right now might actually take a few streams if I don't die. And I'm not planning on it. Really, I hate this pipe and the stupid scavenger that drags you into it. It doesn't even need to sound like a song. It's what it sounds like to be on the inside of a massive supercomputer. That's what's crazy about it. And as a nice benefit, it also sounds really nice. Because like the first half is kind of just like random noise. The second half is like the title theme, you know. It's not on the playlist though. It's like way too loud and abrupt. If I had a rock there, I could have gone past that lizard. Oops, don't reset. Gosh, I hate accidentally pairing. Wow, the movement sucked. Maybe this is another problem where I don't have much experience with many games. I feel like Rain World is so unique in how it has like such unique environments kind of hidden away in the world. Because think about like the first like 10, 20 hours of the game. It's all roughly the same environments. Obviously, like between like outskirts and industrial and shaded and all that, it's like yeah, the environment changes, but still like it's still like all the same pretty much. But that's like not like a good representation of it, but you know, you get used to like the ruins and the like the garbage and some of the structures, you know. And it's roughly the same gameplay idea of like you're looking for food, you're looking for a shelter, you're avoiding the creatures. And by the way, on like the other side of the world, there's like this massive supercomputer with like this crazy like computer room in it and like an AI, and like that's like just so fascinating. Same with the depths and the void. Like it's such a radical change. It's like an actual like good reward for exploration. Anyway, that's enough of that. Like Breath of the Wild. I'm sorry, Breath of the Wild. I don't really like you that much. Like you're so generic. Like, oh, this huge open world to explore. You can go in. You can climb that mountain. It's like if I climb that mountain, what am I gonna find? Like mountains, a forest. Like yeah, it like you pretty much get a good idea of what the entire map looks like the moment you open the game, and the moment you like leave that little cave. Like oh, there's lots of forests and trees and like towers and mountains. Yeah, cool. Tears of the Kingdom is a bit better. Nah, still kind of has that. Elden Ring. Actually, I haven't played Elden Ring, but it does that very well. It actually kind of addresses that exact problem with Breath of the Wild, where it's like, there are actually crazy parts of the world that are hidden away, that are crazy to discover. Maybe a little bit less interesting when the reward for getting to the end of that area is a boss that you've already fought before, but you know. Excuse me. Rude. Oh, well, GG. Time is passing very slowly. Yeah, I can predict the future. I'm gonna die on this run. And the next run, and the next. And they actually hit the scavenger, but I held onto it that time. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was, like, I don't even know what the numbers are or, like, what to pay attention to, so, like, I was in combat situations where, you know, I would attack them, and then I would, like, pause and be like, okay, how much health, how much, like, core health do I have? What is the health of all my components? How much energy do I have? What's the heat? And, is there something else that I forgot about? What did I even do to the enemy? I damaged this component. Okay, what is their, like, yeah, that kind of thing. And I'm, like, in, like, the first 3 areas, so, like, I'm sure it gets, like, 10 times worse. I'm sure that if I really wanted to, I could just kind of, like, stop thinking about everything and I'd, like, be fine. Just, like, pick up new components as they get destroyed. And you're kind of invincible at the start. Yeah, I didn't even know what I did to the garbage marks. They were just mad at me. Something that also surprised me about the game is how inaccurate everything is. Like, in, like, good situations, you have a 50% chance of hitting. Which is, like, also, like, a 50% chance of actually dealing damage to their core. It's, like, the only thing that matters, because they're, like, dying, like, 2 shots to hit the core, but... Yeah, your accuracy kind of sucks. Unless you're literally, like, right next to the enemy, but in that case, you can still miss. I'll do a few more attempts. Also, are melee weapons good? So I ended up using melee weapons a lot. I found, like, a hammer. It was effective. But I'm like, do I want to be getting close to enemies all the time? Actually, my strategy was, like, bring them to a doorway. So that they can't attack me until they get right next to me. Maybe that's a good strategy. I don't know. But then, like, the moment multiple enemies show up, it's like, do I want to get closer to the enemy to, like, hit them? Maybe at some point, it's more like, if you're good enough at the game, you can just do whatever you want. And be like, I want to do this build, and then you figure out how to make it work. Maybe there is like one build that if you're starting out is like the easiest option. If you want to win, like do this and this and this, you know. And it's like, oh sure, you can just use whatever you want as long as you're like good at it. Right, AoE weapons exist. Explosives. They seem pretty volatile though. If they destroy the environment, that also increases your alert, right? So if there's like 5 enemies that show up out of nowhere, just like shoot a few rockets. I didn't use explosives at all because I was scared they were gonna do like damage things I didn't want to. It's not even that much faster. Like I've had runs on this pace before, what the heck? But yeah, we were talking about Cogmind. It's a game that I've played a little bit of and I'm gonna play on stream eventually. Is this loud? I didn't think about that. It's not too bad for me. I don't know if it's possible timing to do double jumps all the time. Okay, now this is good pace. Made a bigger difference in industrial. That was bad. I did this. I've never done this room worse, I don't think. I think I have a shield. That looks kind of. I thought that was like a scavenger or something. The new fly's wing kind of looked like a mask. Yeah, horizontal is. I think it's just straight up better than like any other option. Unless maybe you're on like perfectly flat terrain, you can do EI hops. If that's what you're. Yeah, some things never changed. Oh, no, let's do this. Lancer? Yeah, this was a mod. Kind of interesting because you could do funny movement. Let's play a character that doesn't suck. Sorry, Gourmand. You're wonderful, but you're annoying. How about this guy? And I'll do this. So maybe I can actually complete this. Oh yeah, neurons. That's pretty easy. Congrats again with Sphere Master, yeah. Thank you. Oh. I don't have enough karma, but this is a familiar spot. What do I do here? Moon. Oh yeah, long cycles. Kind of sad to deliver neurons. That's how Pebbles is now. Go to shaded. How about we go to like outskirts? Nah, riblets chill. Man. Let me remember how to move first. I have wall pounds today. Why is that showing up? What does that give me? Nothing? You could probably do a plank in this room. Yeah, why is it showing up? I'm not making any progress. I guess it's a creature that I'm killing, but not one that gives me any points. I had to go in the worst spot possible. Oh, I should have turned on in-game music. I'll maybe change that. Like a quarter of a point? Yeah. No! Ah. No, rip that guy. Oh no, they're still here, they're still here. I saved him. That gives me some reputation. Take the pearl, dude. Are you blind? Are you playing Moon %? There. I used to take a route that went through outskirts before we knew anything about speedrun routes, or before I knew anything. Like maybe going through outskirts and industrial and all that is actually like a good option potentially. But it's not even close. Like skipping straight to Chimney is very good, especially with how fast karma catching is. Great story % now? Well, not that either. I'm doing an expedition. Oh, burdens? Some burdens they're just so chaotic, they're really annoying to deal with. But a blinded is interesting, and what's going on up here? It's actually just a scavenger. I'll save you. Oh, look at that other guy. He doesn't want to help at all. Oh, did that kill him? That one little bite? That's so sad. Let me shelter before I make a bad mistake. Okay, that could have been considered a mistake. I could also pin the scavenger. There we go. Hello, welcome to the stream. Damn, he slid out of there. Well, alright then. Ever do E not speedruns? Nope. I will not touch that character, sorry. Don't do that either. Hey, dude. No! It's a tragedy. Maybe I should fight a creature that I can pin. Oh, you can definitely do that. It's actually fun to go through rooms that I don't normally touch in speedruns. To like find cool movement. Just kind of improvising. Like Rivet should eat food like 20% faster. I think it'd be fitting. Centipedes, fan of those. These little centipedes are actually real nice for the pinning. Not if you do that. Oh yeah. Who knows where that other centipede went? Actually, I can make this jump. Karma could be better, or almost done with that. Actually, Farmer's Echo is pretty close, isn't it? Oh man, if only my spear did 3 times the damage. I could have killed that guy so much faster. Sorry. I shouldn't be mean. Oh, fixing throw boosting, so it sends you in the right direction. Extended slides would still be the same, right? But like regular throw boosts would actually push you back a little bit. Oh, hello. Welcome to the stream. Imagine if you could throw forward for an E slide. That would make everything so much easier. I'll head back to the shelter up here, or just over here. Nice aim, dude. Drop. Okay. There we go. That took long enough. When you have to set up things like that, it ends up being slower, but who cares? I mean, I don't think I have enough food. Ow. There we go. Oh, sorry, dude. A funny character. Yeah, someone just make a mod for Rain World where everything is physically accurate as much as possible. What passage did I lose? Nice jump, dude. Oh, I want to try. No? Okay, there's a pipe right here. Let's use that. I love when people are like, wow, Rivulet is so agile, and they haven't even, like, done a single wall pounce, or, like, I mean, that's kind of an extreme example, but, like, they're not even, like, doing, like, backflips and slide pounces, and, I mean, people usually do backflips, but, like, slide pounces or roll pounces. Actually, roll pounces kind of suck. I don't even think you need to wall pounce here. You could just do regular wall jumps. Oh, hey guys. I don't have a pearl. I guess I'll just go grab that one I passed by. Why am I the priority? I guess I can't grab these lizards, they're too big. It's like green lizards. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Oh, there's two of you here. These poor scavengers always having to deal with the constant lizard attacks. Party troll. Always think crazy going on. Yeah, vultures would only kill dead things. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if they added a creature that did exactly that. They only kill dead things. That'd be really cool. Like, even if it's like not really that engaging, like they only would occasionally show up to like grab some random like lizard. We'd be like, oh hey, that's the like scavenger. Well, okay, both scavengers and vultures already exist, so it'd have to have a different name. Ah yes, the inventor of gravity. Of course. What are you doing down there, dude? Yeah, good ecosystem building. There's honestly like a lot of things missing from the ecosystem. Like, there's not really many parasitic creatures. Although I guess that'd be kind of subtle. Yeah, like things that just like kind of clean up, I guess you can say. Let's starve. I think this would actually be better. No crabs? Where's the crabs? What if some creatures just ate, like, immediately instead of dragging things back to their den? Like, Sluggets can do it. But nothing else? Herbivores? Yeah. Regular, just like random like creatures that are just kind of like in the background that like kind of are doing their own thing, but they're not really, you know, they're just another creature trying to get by, you know. Sorry, guys. Yeah, background bugs. Let's go. Noodle flies should eat popcorn plants. I really like that theory. Oh, it looks very purple right now. That's neat. The like theory that noodle flies are the ones that eat popcorn plants because they can open them up by stabbing them. And they tend to occupy the same areas, like in Sky Islands, outskirts industrial, you know. And now we can just go up. How many lobsters could you take in a fight? Are noodle flies an industrial? No? Really? That was so unnecessary. Interfered with gameplay too much? That's actually funny because bat flies are like one of the worst sources of food. Like they're kind of hard to catch. And you only get like one pip. Like blue fruit are so much better, or like popcorn. I think that if there's a sequel to Rain World, they could actually really expand on the ecosystem thing. Because, like, it's like one of the best parts of the game, but I feel like there's so much more room for there to be more. I feel like the way Rain World is now, it's kind of like... Yeah, there's an ecosystem, but it's more like a gameplay thing where it's like, you're just another creature trying to survive, you know? And that's really good. But also the actual ecosystem is like, kind of simple. Yeah, it's good to prioritize gameplay. Why is it so dark? 'Cause it's Rivulet. All the color palettes are different for Riv. A 30 or so lobsters, but the 31st lobster, that would make the difference. Might ruin the story of Rain World. Yeah, that's like complicated. What would it even look like to lose a fight to lobsters? I don't know, they'd like overwhelm you. Like what if it's like 50 lobsters all at once and they're like very mad? I don't know, man. I've like the most I've seen lobsters do is like sit around and like not do much. Where do I want to go? Shaded? Yeah, probably. Just kill creatures and go to shaded. Or maybe do I want to go to get a neuron first? Probably, actually. Bonk. What is that number? 30 million? Wasn't it billion? 30 billion SpongeBob's versus Goku? Or was it some other random number? Who knows? Oh wait, does this work? Kind of. I'd like tried to figure out some movement for this room a long time back. Not the sentence you expected. Have you not seen that before? Some random like video, like you know the kind. It's like comparing like a character, like a bunch of random characters' strength based on how many SpongeBob's they could take in a fight. And Goku was like some number of billion, some billion of SpongeBob. But then there's like all the memes where it's like, oh yeah, 1 billion SpongeBob's, or like no, like 999 million, you know, so on. You know, Goku would win that fight, but not if there was one more. It's the billionth SpongeBob that makes a difference. Plants versus Pokemon. I'll shelter. I think it's interesting that the creatures in the game don't necessarily reflect the like IRL creature, the animal. Like, oh yeah, lizards. They're lizards, but they have like armored skulls and they're like colorful and they have like a bunch of abilities. Like all the creatures are like similar but unique. Like centipedes like kill things through electric shock. And the name, like, they're not really centipedes, that's just the name that we come up with them, because that's what they resemble. Whoa. You still alive? Not anymore. Sorry, dude. Wanna see a fun trick? Oh yeah. Wait, I can do a wall bounce there. Wow. Hold up. I want to try that thing again. Not what I meant to do. Okay, that was a wall bounce, but I think I was too low. 1,000 unarmed slug pups versus 1 red lizard. Well, I already know who would win that, but assuming the slug pups could do something other than nothing, maybe. That is kind of a lot of them. Oh, I can kill you. Oops. Is it close to raining? Not at all. You get the long cycles. Yeah, the slug pups would just breathe all the air and suffocate the or maybe they'd be like a bunch of bees and they'd like generate too much heat, like melt the lizard. Ah. How many lands would it take to extinguish the sun? Well, adding mass to the sun just makes it burn like hotter, faster. So I guess what you do is you make it so big that it would blow up. Which would be like maybe like several times the mass of the sun even. I am hungry. You know, let's go down here. I think there's something to eat. Like some fruits on the ceiling. Isn't it nice that this area is so peaceful and not filled with like a ton of scavengers and dropwigs and lizards? I guess I'll take you. Oh, this is a nice song. Or for this moment. I guess if I wanted neurons, I could just like pop in for a second. Over here. You know, let's go with the wall. I don't want to just copy the story percent route. Because I've already done that plenty of times. Sound like iterators. Oh yeah, but the great problem is how many lands it would take to extinguish the sun. You know, the funny thing is that if you genuinely created supercomputers for that purpose, they would take it seriously. Or like artificial intelligence. They just do whatever the goal is. If the goal is to optimize some sort of problem, they will optimize it as much as possible. If it's to answer a question, they will do whatever it takes to answer that question. For the iterators, it was the problem of, you know, that whole complicated thing. If the ancients were instead really fascinated with lions and the sun, if lions even exist, they don't split. What happened if you added 100 dropwigs? Well, don't. Doesn't sound great. I mean, that is the best way to do it, isn't it? create a supercomputer, and then ask the supercomputer to design an even better supercomputer. And then you take that supercomputer and do the same thing and repeat that like 100 times until you have like an entire planet-sized supercomputer that can do whatever you want. Did I just spoil something? I don't know. Wait, I forgot. Turn around first. Ah yes, singularity. What funny creature this is? You know that video of a monkey in like a hotel room or something? And they're just running around? That's kind of how I feel. I'm that monkey. Why does Blinkroot take so long to bloom? I think it's literally random. Like all the other plants have some sort of pattern, but for Blinkroot it just happens at some point. Just make a really long dirt bridge and you'll get plenty of Blinkroot. Underground. Yeah, make it underground. I think we can just go to Pebbles. It's really scary how close that is. Return to monkey. No, return to Rivulet. Or evolve to Rivulet. I did everything wrong there. Wow, Rivulet is such a fast character. Okay, I don't even know what movement tech I just like invented at that moment. Oh, is that the conclusion to that idea? If consciousness has something to do with some like quantum stuff, then you would need quantum computers to replicate it. Playing more Geometry Dash. Is that really a solution? Ow. Oh yeah, normal gravity. For a pilgrimage, I just just go to the Echo. It's been a long time since I've taken this route. Remember when we used to throw something at him? That was the actual like speedrun strategy. Wait, am I just hungry? Yeah. I'll wait on eating this. Ah. Yeah, let's just go up. I think wall pounces might legitimately be like my favorite movement tech in any game. Like just how much you can do with them. Maybe also specifically with Rivulet. Cosmic ray manipulation. That's like next level task. By like 10 lawn flamingos. It's so bright up here. Not noon approved. No. Too much speed for free. Out of nowhere. I mean, what's weird about this? I'm just really bouncing. What's weird about this? Oops. Let me do that correctly. What's weird about that, huh? Why is Rivulet here? What's weird about Rivulet being here? You're tired. I have a neuron now. I guess I just go down, yeah? Perfectly elastic cat. Yeah, this is an expedition. I was running Artificer, but I got tired of it and I didn't just want to end stream. I think I can actually complete the expedition this time, because I have it set to the lowest difficulty. It's less of a difficulty meter and more of a, like, time that it will take. Like how many creatures you have to kill, how many points you have to get. It's like not really more difficult, just takes more time. Some of the challenges do change based on the difficulty, like which creatures you have to kill. So on higher difficulty, it's like kill 15 like king vultures, and it's like that's maybe a little bit too much. Oh, well, done. I wish you could like pick the difficulty. I wish the difficulty didn't change like the number of things you have to do. In some cases, where it's like you only need to kill like 3 king vultures instead of 15. Come on, that's so difficult to line up. Ooh, orange lizards. You guys are fun. I just need a spear. Where's the spear? There it is. I mean, there's a spear. Wow, that was a delayed wall jump. See, Gormon could never do this. I'm not even like a combat character. Sorry, Gormon. Maybe I should stop talking about that. Sorry to like the 3 Gormon fans out there. Your character's fine. It's just I have a different playstyle. Do I mean, I'll keep going. Maybe they added a few chapters to Iterator physics textbooks. Maybe Gormon added a few too. Hear what the Gormon mains can do? I don't even know of any Gormon mains out there. Sorry, last time I did an expedition, I was playing Gormand, and I kind of like kept dying in outskirts. Oh yeah, just mobility helps so much. Maybe it's a little bit too strong, but am I gonna complain about this character being overpowered? No. I can pick and choose what I don't like. Too fast for own good. Think you can escape? Or say I can't eat them. Okay, I did not execute that correctly at all. Not even close. No? You gave up? I'll just do, I'll stop messing around. Just do it the typical way. Shout out to Deltarune with that one joke where it's like, you're doing the, or there's like Phantom, right? He talks about being a big shot all the time. And you do the spam to neophyte and you like learn how to do the charge shot. And he's like, wow, Chris, was that a big shot just now? So you do like the big charge shot like that. That was pretty funny. No, the spear. Alright, there's plenty of spears right here. Dude, Batflies actually give points. It's just not showing up. Hey guys. Oh man, they're all coming here at once. I actually didn't die to that. That's how you know Rivulet is good. That had nothing to do with Rivulet. Did they fall? I didn't kill them. What are you doing out there? Trying to run away? Oh, wrong pipe. Ah! Fine. I'm like most of the way there on points, so I could probably just shelter and chill for a bit. Cool way to waste spears. Thank you. Getting a lot of passages too, I'm not even like trying. Okay, so I can pretty much not worry about points at all and I'll be fine. Let's just head to Shaded real quick. Alright, see ya. Thanks for stopping by. 64 lawn flamingos? Why though? For what reason? Oh, they just, Madflash just gave 0 points. So it's like, hey, congratulations, here's 0 points. So it still like runs everything for it. Always has been. Will a random lizard show up? Why is it that when I'm going down these rooms, a lizard always shows up from that pipe at the same time? Like it's like strangely consistent. It's probably one of those things where like the creature loads in, and then that's like their most likely place that they want to go. So if you're moving through the area at the same speed, then you always see the same kind of thing happen. Hey. We're done with points. Yep. You guys. I mean, I'm peaceful now. I've killed enough. I'm satisfied. I find that you just do roll pounces whenever you want. It's not that fast, but you can do it. I always store gel in my ammo slots. So you're pretty much always gonna have it. So you might as well kind of like put it somewhere out of the way in your inventory. $5,000. Hey. Oh yeah, I dodged. I think I'll take the safe path, actually. Actually, no, I have to look for the Vista point, because who knows where that is. So I'll just be roaming around. I'll take it. Actually, I should go get the shelter, though. Guys, a fan of Vista points? For actually inventory slots for specific items, yeah, gels and stars, and probably like some arrow and some bullet that you get from pots. Depends on if you're in PR mode or hard mode. Where can the Vista points even be shaded? I have no idea. Hello? I can't make that jump? What are you even doing, Reveal? I wish you got the notification for the Vista point when you're at least like one room away instead of when you're in the same room. Because it apparently means that you need to check every single room. If it was like one room away, you could at least like know when you're close, you know? Like, oh, I should explore this area to find the Vista point that's somewhere nearby. This would be a nice room for it. Maybe the room above the next one. You could probably do some tech here, like some random wall pounds. I don't know the environment's enough to do it in the dark, but it probably exists. Modded regions with vistas? Do modders add vista points to their custom region? That seems like it'd be a very low priority. And this room. No? Yeah, I really was gonna throw something at me. Actually, I have a pearl. I need food. Oh, don't eat the neuron, please. Oh wait, this is a neuron. It's not a pearl. And now I can't put it back. I don't know why I thought that was a pearl. So I remember earlier I put a pearl in my stomach. I think, or maybe I just forgot to do that. No, I think I did when I starved to get the farm race echo. Maybe. Who knows? I'm not thinking much right now. Well, I'm pretty sure the flashbangs like blind everything. Like they blind most creatures in the game, just not for that long. It's like just a little bit more effective on Mirror Spurt specifically. Maybe it's down here. What a wonderful room. Okay, I'll be honest, I don't know where to check for the Vista points. I guess I'll go like around the top path of the region. Imagine it's in the spider rooms. Why am I in Shaded? It's because I have a quest, a little mission. Reach the Vista Point in Shaded. Just obligated, you know, I have to do it. I think I can do this. Oh yeah. I can eat these. Eat the sharp glowing flowers. You know, I don't mind that flashbang's visual effect isn't used more because it's kind of a bright. I know that's the point, but it also works on me playing the game. What's the point yet? You know, I'll be honest, I don't even know what's down that path. We just never go down there. Okay, I actually have no idea where it is. I guess I could go down like the spider path, yeah. What did that Overseer ever do to you? Also, I could have eaten one neuron just to have the glow. Oh, another Artificer speedrunner. Sorry if you Oh, okay, it's in this room. I know that the stream says that it's for Artificer, but I got tired of it. We'll just go to Shoreline now, and we'll almost be done. Okay, going for Vulture Mask. I'm at the moment. I'm not going for the Vulture Mask. Ooh, that was close. But yeah, it's like it's trade-offs. You know, the Vulture Mask is a pain to get, but it makes the rest of the run a lot better. Otherwise, I mean, the thing is, if you skip the Vulture Mask, the rest of garbage is still very dangerous, and it's not guaranteed that you make much progress. Because the Red Lizard tends to be in a bad spot, and there's some more scavengers and like spitter spiders and you know, slime lizards, of course. I wouldn't say that it's like, I mean, it really did suck to like just die repeatedly trying to get the Vulture Mask. But usually, like, if you get out of garbage waste, there's a decent chance that you get like a lot of progress, as long as you are really careful around the handful of things that can still end your run. So be careful around scavengers, dropwigs, and vultures, and you're mostly fine. For short speedruns, well, yeah, stay away from Spearmaster. Actually, just like normally, you should maybe stay away from Spearmaster speedruns. Yeah, it is nice that Artificer is such a short run. Maybe try Rivulet. I mean, it depends on if you like Rivulet, of course, but Rivulet Pilgrimage is really nice. It's like somewhat short, not too bad. I'm gonna try to plank, actually. I feel like doing it for some reason. Honestly, luck is such a pointless mechanic in Terraria. I kind of wish it just like wasn't a thing at all. It kind of clutters up like a bunch of items that have the effects of giving you luck, or random things that affect your luck. Like, who notices that stuff? Don't do it in this room, though. You will regret it. Killing ladybugs increases the chance for rain. That's annoying. I'm not a fan of rain all the time. Is there a way to do this? Okay, well, sure. That's a way to do it. Let's try over here. Oh, yeah. Thank you, low gravity. Oh, monk story percent? That's a, I mean, it's a long category, but it's pretty chill. Oh, don't, plank is not necessary at all. There's a, like, pretty good alternative to the plank, but it's still pretty difficult, but do not think that you need to learn how to do the plank to do the story percent run. It's actually not really a huge time save. Oh, will you shut up? Because what loses a lot more time is trying to do the plank and messing it up several times in a row. That is always much worse than any other option. I don't know why I tried to do that. Anyway, we're done here. That was the last expedition. I believe it was the last challenge. Yes. You were told you had to bring 3 neurons? Well, honestly, bringing 2 neurons is pretty annoying too. Oh yeah, quest. Yeah, this is the save slot that I don't have anything on. The other monk categories are pretty nice, like Pebbles Percent or Outer Expanse. That's a pretty nice run too, but it can be a little bit rough in some parts of Outer Expanse, have some difficult tricks, and going through Filtration too. Filtration and Sub, you know. I feel like I want to make like a list of like every speedrun category and how much I would recommend that you would attempt it in terms of like, or maybe just like rank them and how fun they are to run. But I know that that is a very subjective list, and maybe I want to get the opinion of a lot of different speedrunners. But the thing is that it's like limited to like who does run. Because like I have done so many different runs, I have like a perspective on like how to like I know how to like compare them. But if you only stick to like 3 runs, and you're like, yeah, I do these 3 runs, but the rest of them, like, who knows. But just to have a list to say like, here's some categories that are like fun for like a new player that aren't too hard to learn. Maybe I'll try to do that actually. But also, I don't really have a opinion on a lot of categories. Like I haven't really run any 100% categories, and very few any percent categories. But anyway, this is a funny song to be playing if I was still doing Artificer. But thanks everyone for watching. I kind of like this thing that I'm doing where I like have like the first part of the stream is like speedrun attempts, and then I like just do something else. So I can still like stream for a bit longer without getting too tired during the speedrun. I'll probably keep doing this, especially with Artificer. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. See ya.